What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jerrilyn Lake, a.k.a. Indescribable, checking in with my bestie for the restie.
Lynee Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast and Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Here we go.
Yes, ma'am. Now, you know I love a good in-person meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. And we got a little treat for y'all today. Look at Lynee. You can see all 32 of her teeth.
So
She can't wait. Live in the studio, y'all. Now, you've seen her, well, on the She Said It First podcast.
Of course.
But also, you've seen her all over Nickelodeon. You've seen her in Bring It On, All or Nothing. Of course, All That. Infamous for All That. And I say infamous because girls. She was living for the girls. Freedom Riders, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and so many other projects. Please welcome to the She Said It First podcast, Givonnie Samuels. We're so glad to have you.
So happy to have you.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I've been listening to you guys. You guys are hilarious, as always.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, girl, what you heard?
We sorry.
No,
For whatever you heard, we sorry.
No, can I come? I want to play.
Absolutely.
Of course you can. And we are so happy to have you. And I'm happy that you've been tuning in, girl.
I know.
Yes.
That means we're doing something right. Now, first of all, girl, we love you.
You.
But we got to get into this mess.
We got to
and
get
we
in.
sorry for dragging you along, but you're here for the ride, so
I'm here.
buckle up, Buttercup.
You hear me? Because, girl, wow.
Girl, Love in This Club. That was a song that we loved back in the day, but how old is too old to be in the club? What's the age? Because we 36.
Okay.
What is the, like...
When is it like enough is enough?
Yeah.
Now, are we talking like Ratchet Club situation?
I'm never
I
going
was saying.
I'm never gonna go to a restaurant.
That ain't my
Are
vibe.
we talking clubs around a college?
That's a good question
That is a good
because that would be a
question.
totally different crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
Or are we talking cougar clubs?
Now I'm not going down to the Pink Pussycat and they playing blues all night because I can't
Not
do that.
smooth jazz. I won't be involved.
I
with
mean,
that. I don't
it's-
want to listen to no
So
smooth jazz.
it's really location.
Okay.
Okay.
So we saying we open to go to the club at any age depending on the location.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
What sis, where they at? Because here in Atlanta, I'm thinking it's either hookah and half-naked women or...
Well, then you got to think differently.
Okay. Put me on game.
Okay,
Yeah, let me
so-
know.
I'm give up a secret. I'll give up a little pearl.
Okay, don't
little-
gatekeep.
little
Don't
bit.
gatekeep. Give us a
just
little
something. Get really nice, dressed up, casual. Okay. Go to the bar in a really, really nice hotel.
I see where you're
Because obviously, you got to have some money to be in there.
Yeah. Yes.
You might be a guest staying there. If that means you a guest staying there, that means you've got the platinum card.
What kind of card?
The platinum card.
Why would you do it twice? Why would you do it again?
To emphasize, I said what I said. The platinum card.
Everyone needs one of those.
Yes.
So go to the fancy hotels.
It's real nice.
And-
real nice.
And who be in there? The people with the platinum cards.
The
Okay.
platinum card.
Okay, well, maybe I don't know.
Because
I think that's a club.
it's not a club, it's a lounge. Or it could be a club. It could be a whiskey club. It could be a golf club.
Oh, hold on.
I like how
Because
you
now
did
I
that.
like when you going with
It's
it.
different types of clubs.
Ooh, friend.
You want to go to a golf club?
I would love to go, especially the whiskey. I'm so mad you skipped over that one. That's the one that sparked
We
my
gotta go
interest.
to the whiskey club.
The
What
whiskey
kind-
club, honey.
Yes.
Uh,
A
what the-
cigar lounge.
I don't like
I
my
can't
head
do- I-
stink.
So
I don't
here's-
like my head
Here's
stinking.
the vibe with that. They have indoor and outdoor ones. Stay at the outside.
Okay,
Because there's
You're
what is the
there.
one, the patio that's in Snellville?
Probably.
There's one that's in Marietta too,
Mm-hmm.
Smyrna-ish, and it's called the patio, and they have a cigar spot inside, but they have outside seating, and they also have a pizza spot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I've been up there a few times. It's lit. They have game night on certain nights, and it's cooler vibes.
Well,
So
me and
what
Giovonnie
kind
can go.
So what kind of
'Cause-
club
'cause
are
this
you
one,
going
she
to? I know.
Don't do that.
She
She's
can't
like, hey,
go.
hey,
Don't do
She
that.
hey.
He lets me outside.
I'll call you and let you know.
You're-
He
I'll
lets me.
FaceTime you.
You're
Friend,
He
look
lets
at
me
all money in here.
outside.
You're happy.
I can't believe
Yes,
it.
she can't
Go
go.
be happy.
I know. My friend out the street. I mean, yanked.
No,
She
we
was yanked up off the
wow,
street.
it really did happen so
See,
suddenly.
it
But
but happened because you were
Hello?
Now, you know what?
Hello?
huh.
Pass the collection plate.
Okay,
You
Barbara.
were healed.
Because-
You
This
were
is Shirley. Now, I don't know if you're going to be cool or you're going to come out the bag on me.
For real.
What is wrong with this? No, I like that, though. I like it, though.
Nothing.
I think healing is an ongoing journey, though.
Yes.
I do. I think it's something that you got to continuously do because we're constantly learning and relearning and unlearning. And so, yeah, healing is it's one of those things that you never stop doing. Yeah. I think so.
Necessary.
Friend, you think we can go to the club?
I'm willing to go to that whiskey club, friend.
I feel like we should do
and the
whiskey
golf
club.
club. Friend, don't get me on that
Friend,
cock.
we just gotta
Don't get me on the cock because I'm
postpone
be
your
backing
flight.
up.
We need to postpone your flight so we can go to the whiskey club tonight.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, we're going outside?
Are we-
Y'all got any more of that outside? Oh my gosh, y'all are so crazy.
I love it.
Y'all are so crazy. So I'm assuming that you wouldn't mind dating somebody who kind of sort of be in the club scene a little bit.
What kind of club
Once
are we
again,
talking?
he's like, I'm
A
gonna ask
whiskey
you
club, a
again.
cigar club. Usually, I'm gonna be honest. Them cigar club dudes, they be in their 50s and 60s.
Girl, just old.
They just be a little older.
But do the card still swipe?
Is if it's still platinum?
Hello? Okay, is the card
Is
old?
the funds old?
You
That's what we
hear
want to
me?
know.
Because if it's giving old money, I would like some.
I too enjoy older money.
Exactly.
I do like money that's been around the block a
You
few
know what
times.
I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but them old YNs.
I'm done.
Not
Don't
if
be
you're an
young.
old
YN
YN.
is
Yeah.
killing me.
they
That's
know
ridiculous.
That means they're old YNs if they talking to us.
Now I don't appreciate you coming for me because I'm not old. Okay,
But exactly, I didn't say we was old. I said them old YNs.
Yes.
Them is old. They talking to the young things,
Mm.
which is us.
We the young things.
Wow.
Okay.
I
To
like
them,
being a young
I'm a spring
thing.
chicken.
I like being a young thing.
My knees would beg to differ.
Yeah. Hey, let me pay your student loans.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I like that kind of talk.
That's
I like that kind of
But
talk.
they the old YN.
Yeah.
They old. They still think they YN.
I get it.
Now, this is an interesting
get it.
conversation because do we feel the same way about our friendships? Like, what's the oldest or youngest person you would be friends with? I'm curious.
Oh, wow.
Because me and my friends, you are the closest person in age to me.
Seriously.
All my friends are older or younger by like 4 or 5 years.
I'm the same way.
Okay.
I have friends older and younger.
All of my friends are around my same age.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of my friends
And
are.
that's probably the problem.
You need a little diversity.
Yeah. Obviously.
Diversify your portfolio,
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
Get you
getting
some
out there
platinum friends.
with the cougar.
Platinum.
Little cougar
Now,
action.
now, see,
Okay.
you're
67?
trying to get your head knocked between the washer and
67?
dryer.
Oh, they get
Look,
it.
look, she coming for the social
I see.
security.
She said what she said.
She coming for the stability
I'm not here for love.
of the social security.
I am not here for love.
I need Medicare. That's what that is.
Look, hopefully we still have it after the orange man.
Girl, don't
Get
get me
done
started
doing
on
what
that.
he doing.
Don't get me
No.
started on that one.
It's okay.
So what we think the youngest person we'll be friends with? Because my Jacob, oh, y'all don't know if you know. Well, you heard Jacob. Jacob is like 31. And Denisha is 41.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. First of all, you look good, sis.
That what I'm trying to
You
say.
look good, sis.
You know, I keep people around me that drink water and mind their
What-
business.
okay.
So,
Hello.
Cheers.
Damn, I would have never known that. Did
Exact-
how she gonna feel about you putting that?
Well, ain't nobody gonna know her if I say it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, you said her name.
You said her name.
well, also shop Cadence hair code because she make custom wigs. She make custom wigs,
your life.
and they be good.
And some.
They be good wigs, y'all book my friend.
Free advertisement.
Book my
real
friend,
quick.
and she right now doing hair
Damage
on place.
repair.
That's it right there.
On friendship.
Because I can't lose no more friends.
101.
I ain't got but 3. I can't lose another friend.
Girl, no, seriously. I feel that.
I should have, matter of fact, just gonna cut that one out the script.
No. We're leaving it in
Now,
there.
if she get a customer, she gonna be like, "Hey, friend."
Exactly.
I got
Exactly.
you. Right there.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think 31 is pushing it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
But girl,
you know what?
I met him when we was working at a little raggedy job after college. And
Of
so we
course,
just stayed
'cause
friends.
me and friends at work is a thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I just don't want
Is
you to
it
be
though?
immature.
That's what I said.
That's the only thing I'm worried about, your maturity level. I like if I call on you, I don't want you to give me I don't want you to give me little kid advice. I don't want YM advice.
Right.
I want grown woman advice.
But
I don't
that's
want...
why you need the diversity.
No, we're talking about the younger ones.
I know,
but I'm like, I can't.
But now they're coming to you.
No,
You
I don't want to be
pass it-
nobody's mother. No.
I was just saying, passing it down.
No,
Like,
no.
hey, maybe
I'm
you
not
shouldn't
your
do
mom.
that. No, I'm not. You're not.
Absolutely
You
not.
auntie, you big
Oh my
sis.
God. Then you calling me, girl, you want me to throw up.
I ain't gonna lie, I love a little auntie action.
I don't want my friends
because
to call me
yes,
auntie.
come to me for wisdom. Now,
My name is Sis.
What do we always say?
My name is Sis.
Girl, we about to be grandma.
Did y'all see the new breakdown?
Of the age group?
breakdown?
I ain't seen it, girl. I
That
refuse.
irritated
I refuse to
me.
terrorize myself in that way. I don't even want to see it.
Irritated.
I don't even want to see
What
it.
they say? Please tell me what I need to know. What they
I'm
say?
a Thundercat.
A
Thundercat?
What does that mean? The gas in the room.
What kind of thunder?
A Thundercat?
Not a cougar.
Is this about weather or are we talking about
No.
something?
There's
You mean a
progression.
Hellcat?
I thought I would have at least just made auntie status. No, they said my age bracket
It's Thundercat.
is
Wow.
either auntie cougar or thunder.
Auntie Cougar.
Oh my God, no. Oh no.
I was like, I'm disrespected.
Well, I want to be a Thundercat.
You see how a hush fell over the room? Do you see how a hush fell over the room?
I can't be a Thundercat.
Get out of here with that. to talk about, I want to be a Thundercat. No, you
Renee,
don't.
I don't never stomp
don't
on your
say thank
dreams.
you.
Your
King, you know what?
dreams is crazy.
Thundercat on your Thundercat. There you go. Thunderclap on your Thundercat. Shout out to Jado, my homeboy Jado. That's his song.
I just wanted
Let
to
me
be-
Thunderclap on your Thundercat.
I just wanted a little Thundercat action. That's
There you
all.
go.
You want a
My
Thundercat action.
My goodness.
You do not
Yeah.
want that.
It's either that or people keep telling me that I'm destined to be alone. So somebody got to call me something. They love telling us, as Black women specifically, they love telling us that we're never going to be able to keep a man or any type of relationship because we're too hard. And Giovonnie, I know you talked about this a lot. You got this hashtag running on social
Yes,
media.
ma'am. Let's get into that.
We got to talk about this. What is it like, your feminine journey? Explain to us
Yes.
what this means.
Yes.
So it really started from a business meeting. I had a business meeting and I did my job.
Mhm.
Okay. I was professional. I had my points. Everything was laid out, beautifully made, done. Very impressed with the presentation. She said, "Who are you?" And I couldn't answer the question. I listed everything else that I did and worked and accomplishments and, again, being very masculine, dominant. Couldn't answer that question. Broke down in tears.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Okay. That gave me a hard pivot. Start reevaluating the aspect. Okay. I'm showing up so hard, so dominant, so I need a reset because this is not working. This is not healthy. I did a hard reset.
What do you think caused that? The just in general, did you feel like you weren't feminine enough? Or?
At all.
Really?
Yeah. Because not just in my career, but personally, I was the one that took care of everything. One that took care of everything.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
you
yeah.
just- whether it was financial or family, or you're put in a position as a Black woman, as the oldest daughter, as the one that was a child star, the working dynamic, everything. I was taking care of things from a very early age.
Mhm.
So I had to be in that, gotta be on it. You gotta work twice as hard.
Yeah.
You know, as a Black woman, you come out hard. Statistically speaking, just defeating the odds and being in a business that is very much male dominated.
Dominated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when was I ever soft?
You know what? I hate, like, this is what I mean. We had me and Lynee have differing opinions about a recent movie release. And we will breeze over it and we won't hash it back up. But I think that might have been my issue. My issue is that Black women never get to just live soft lives. We never just get to
You come out
not
hard.
take authority. We never get to not be in charge. Like, we
Of course
don't want
not.
who who wants to make all the decisions all the time?
Girl.
And for everything to fall on your shoulders.
Jesus Christ.
Even in personal relationships,
Mm-hmm.
I will admit I did not let him be the man.
Were you in a space
I was about
where
to say.
you could?
No.
So why would you
So
do
that's not
that?
your
Because
fault.
you're not leading me down a black hole.
But that's still,
Masculine.
I allowed it.
Oh, you did. That is true.
And they say women don't take account of. Girl, we're 2 for 2 today.
We did.
And this is why we work.
Yes. Yes.
But going back, it's like, okay, yes, this happened. Yes, he is a person.
Sorry.
Is that the best you got?
Is that where it
I'm kidding.
resulted?
I'm kidding.
He is the person.
She said, well, that's
Facts.
it.
Points were made.
I said what I said.
But
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Okay. Whew. Yes, he is a person.
Get it
Start
together.
from there.
It is.
He's a person.
And
It's a
is.
wrap.
he is a person.
Mhm.
Okay, he has his faults. I still allowed.
Mhm.
Okay, now once you stop the blame and figure out why I allowed, that's where I am right now. Why did I allow that? Because then I won't jump into another relationship and still repeating the same thing because I didn't figure out what the original problem was in the first place. You know, when you come
That's good.
out of a long-term relationship, you immediately want to point to what they didn't do,
Yeah.
what this da 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 da. Okay, you didn't have any boundaries set, so you allowed this. You opened this into your space. This is where, yes, they were wrong, but this is where you need. This is how you start to step up and heal. This is how you start to protect your peace. Boundaries are there to protect you and have the mutual respect in return. But once you finally get through all of that, figure out why was it broken in the first place?
That's good.
That's deep, girl.
That's good.
That's a gem.
I hope the people in the back are listening
Please.
because she's talking to
Yeah, like, I mean, valid points were made. It's like we can identify what it was, but why did you allow that to be
Soon
for
as
so
you
long?
figure that out, then you can really move forward.
And then we don't understand why we keep attracting the same thing, why we keep going through the same lessons because we haven't taken the time to get to the root. Yeah, like, oh,
I am doing that. I'm fixing that because I need this to be better.
yeah.
Girl, kudos to you for making that decision. Because some
Hello.
people don't care if it's better or not, or they don't find the strength to make it better or do the things that it takes to find better. So, girl, we had this conversation. Congratulations.
Right.
Because
Congratulations.
when you hear people get divorced, the first thing folks want to say is,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
yeah. Like,
woe is
no,
me.
exactly.
I am skippity doo dah
I am
ass down
free.
the street
I
right
is
now.
free.
What?
I is free.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
After I picked up the papers, I was like, okay, now it's all on you.
Exactly. Really. You thought it was all on you
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
But now you literally have no excuse. So what was the starting point? So that we're not making the same mistake.
Yeah.
So we're not doing the whole generational curse of multiple marriages. and
Yeah.
things. Like, oh yeah, that's my auntie's second husband, brother-in-law.
I
We
don't-
still
yes.
fit-
No.
I can't.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
know
have-
not to. I don't want to go to another wedding.
Jesus,
No.
I'm not going to no more weddings. I'm sick of it.
I'm not going to no more baby showers. You can count me
You
out.
know what?
And on that note, we're going to take a break real quick. Because I said what I said. So what you been up to? Like, what's been going on? What do we need to know?
What's tea?
Yeah,
What's tea?
give us
I
the
mean,
tea.
how tea we deepin'? How
I
tea are we
mean,
steeping?
As much tea
Now,
as
I
you
love
want
a
to
good
spill.
kiki, honey. What you want to tell me? Because Jerrilyn know I keep my ears to the
Baby,
street.
she loves some other people's business, baby. That's one thing she gonna indulge in.
Yes,
It's other people's
whatever
business.
you want to say, I'm here.
I'm single for the first time in a
Wow.
Okay.
very, very long time.
Mhm.
So I'm enjoying that right
As you should.
Okay.
in this new journey. So
How's the transition?
One of those things. Got it.
I
Gotcha.
mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's thinking.
It's
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but it's funny when you go through that breakup,
Mhm.
you left before you left.
Absolutely. As a woman,
Girl,
absolutely, you
'cause
left
when
before
a
you
woman's
left.
fed up.
Oh, wait, we can't sing him. We've
Yeah.
canceled Robert.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know how to hog tie nobody.
Sorry.
I had to say that. I'm
Fight
sorry,
for my
y'all.
life. Okay, sorry. Once again, I didn't add it to it.
Why'd you make it worse? Why'd you make it worse?
Robert.
It was Gail. It was
Robert.
Gail. Robert.
Robert.
And he just kept escalating. The
Yeah.
more she tried to bring it down, the more turned up Robert got.
Sir.
I know.
Sir.
That's crazy.
Girl.
Robert.
I know. He was doing. I was like, baby, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Please.
Because
Please.
yeah. But so we know all the time we hear about child actors struggling to kind of transition and find their voice and their footing as adult actors. And I know we interviewed you, me and Eugene, on the Perfect Podcast before.
Nice.
That many
Which
moons
was
ago.
I know, which was so crazy because that was the whole thing was like this joke that we were playing, and then it turned into something really amazing, and we had all these amazing conversations with people.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad to have you back. But tell me about some of your transitioning experiences, because I know it can't be easy with like you go from kind of people making decisions for you a lot of times, and then now you kind of got the driver's seat. So what's the
I mean, that really wasn't much of a transition for me because I was always in the driver's seat when it came to the decisions in my career.
Come on.
Yeah.
on,
So
boss.
my mom was like, yo, this is what you want to do. You the one that's on camera. You the one that's outside.
Mhm.
What do you want to do? So that was always drilled into my head at an early age that this is my career and I need to have a say in it. And I think that me being vocal, I think I was just ahead of my time.
Mm.
So a lot of the things that are out and happening now, super happy, super grateful. That could have been me though.
That could have been me, though.
I
get it.
told
Your
her,
transparency.
But shout out to Black moms though, because so many times
Yeah.
we see children mismanaged and mishandled.
No.
And so I love that that was your experience.
My mom, she's an artist. So when you grow up as an artist, you usually don't get the support from your parents until after the success.
Mhm.
So I was very fortunate enough to be a child of an artist. So my mom
Supported it immediately.
yeah, she was like, all right, but if we doing this,
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
you need to respect
Yeah.
it because this is something, even though it looks easy, that's your job as an
Yeah.
artist is to make it look
Easy.
effortless.
Yes.
So if we doing this, you gonna be in these dance classes. You gonna read Shakespeare. You gonna take some
wasn't
stunt
playing.
I know that's
classes.
right.
We gonna do all of the things.
Yeah.
The power of yes and for. I know I'm going to sound like an old person, but back then we didn't have social media and whatnot. So
Mhm.
you actually had to be talented.
That part.
Like,
Right.
It was
That
like,
part.
oh, I just put something funny on the thing and now I'm famous.
Right.
Like,
It don't work like that.
It don't work.
No, like
Yeah.
you had to be talented. People had to actually look for talent and see if you were disciplined enough to handle that kind of responsibility. That's why the kids, we could handle a show. We could go on to, we could do it because we were built
Yeah.
for this.
Mhm.
And actively trained for it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So my mom was like, all right, let's let
We
them
gonna do
have
it.
no excuse to say no to you.
No, that's right.
And it's funny you bring up social media because, like, with social media changing and just all the changes overall, like, how have you been embracing being a content creator?
Yeah, it's a different.
It's a different, isn't it?
It's
That's
a
the
different.
phrase.
Like, in what ways? Like, what
mean,
shocked you the most?
I guess because I didn't see the point.
Period.
Like I let my work speak for itself. But then when the work was like, hey, this is part of it, and I was like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, because they just decided it like 10 years ago.
Right.
Now we all behind.
I
You
know,
know?
right.
Yeah, but
exactly.
it was funny because talking to some of the younger kids, it's in their contracts now
Mm.
to have social media attached to whatever. It's in their contracts.
Wow. Oh my God. So
Right.
you have to.
Right. But again, coming from somebody that came from it's about the talent first, and this was just
Yeah.
Secondary
Yeah.
extra stuff, yeah.
it's weird because it's like, okay, now I actually have to do this. This actually matters more than my talent.
Wow.
Yeah, to certain people,
Wow.
not
Yeah.
to us. We love you as a
girl.
talented
And when I say love you,
individual.
Zam with a Z, you hear me?
Thank you.
For real.
I mean, but this is the flip side, the blessing side to this is now I'm realizing like, yo, I actually did. I'm pretty damn dope.
You
yes.
are. You are.
But again, you guys are seeing it from the lens of today's standard.
Mhm.
Mm.
Back then, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me a very long time to realize, like, oh, you're
Really
famous.
talented.
Absolutely.
Like you're
Girl,
just
like,
this,
no,
this.
seriously.
It took a very long time to process.
What was that aha? Like, what was that moment where you realized, like, oh, I'm famous for real?
It's still ever evolving.
Yeah.
Like the first time I got recognized was when a random white kid yelled my full name
Oh,
in the
Lord.
middle of the street, and I stopped dead in my tracks. Like, I'm not going to jail.
Right. Because who was arresting me?
Right.
Right.
Help!
But I mean, too, like, you got to understand, growing up, like, we didn't see a whole lot of positive images of little black girls.
I'm telling you.
And girl, you was one of them.
Like,
I know.
for real. Like, and it was just inspiring to
Yeah.
watch.
But
like,
I was just so happy because I was doing what I love. It didn't seem like work to me. It just felt like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
It was never about, I didn't set out to be great.
Mhm.
I didn't set out to be the icon that
Mm.
everyone calls me. I just was doing what I wanted to do.
But that's why you're the icon.
Exactly.
Because so many people set out to be the icon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just annoyed with them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, you know, like sometimes when like the motivation matters so much. I say all the time, if you're doing like with social media, we do social media because we've grown up with it at this point.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're doing it for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Absolutely.
Like the
'Cause,
money is
girl,
great and we enjoy the money.
But it
Yeah.
didn't come to.
But after a while, you know, it's kind of like, do you really want to do this?
Mhm.
And I respect the hell out of that because that is not my ministry. I don't understand it. And
Girl, we're gonna whip you in the shape, girl.
yeah.
So,
And then you already have the fan base, girl.
Yes.
All you gotta do is show people where you at.
great. How do I do that?
Great answer. Now,
Look, well,
how do I get to that
It's
point?
on the
I'm
board,
so
Steve.
glad you asked.
It's on the board.
But no, really. So what's so crazy? I think we talked about this just a little bit. We touched on it. That's why reality TV is so like it's so
I
big
disdain
because
it.
I do too. But I
To
have
my
found a way.
soul.
I found a way to share my private life with people in a way that's comfortable for me.
Yeah.
I decided I'm gonna do travel vlogs because I like to travel, and when I go places, I don't really document it. But that's a piece of my personal life that people wouldn't see because we just post content and get off.
That's true. People don't know much about
Yeah.
anything that like our personal anything, relationships, like if we got daddy, mommy, they don't really know anything.
That's great. Now, to that point, nobody knew that I was married for 11 years. Or
And
let
girl,
alone
that's a
have kids.
blessing. I tell people that's a blessing because I
Wow.
did it too.
Oh, you did do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you know
was
that man.
married.
Do y'all think black
Not-
women are just very private?
I think, you know what I think? I'm going to say something, and I don't want it to be misconstrued, but I'm going to look in the camera when I say it.
Oh God, what are you about to tell them?
Me personally, I'm going to speak for myself. Me personally, I am so tired of being embarrassed by men. I will hide you until,
No face, no case. That's what
baby,
they
we will
say.
have 4
Man.
children and a mansion in Spain
And I
before
feel
I
that.
show anybody. Because it's like you
I
give
want
and
to do
give.
it like Issa Rae. Nobody knew
Exactly.
True.
till
you
they
just
was
pop
at
out.
the wedding.
Absolutely.
Surprise.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got married.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
but also it's not for everybody to publicly consume.
That
Like that's
part.
your marriage.
But-
That's your life.
What even furthermore, personally, yes, but from an actor or a before social media thing, did you guys hear what Denzel Washington said to Michael B. Jordan?
I did hear that.
I didn't hear. And
He
like
said, why would someone come and see you in the movie theater if they see you every day on social media or something to that effect?
Yes,
Basically
he's telling
saying
him,
scarcity
pull back.
is
Pull
what makes
back
people
your
be
presence.
interested. Yeah.
And that's what made stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes, we wanted to know all about them, but it was about the work.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't oversaturated because they weren't, it's not
All day
so
long. Yeah.
accessible.
Right.
Yeah.
And it made you appreciate not only the whole movie process, but the person that you're going to see in the first place. So social media has tipped the scales and overstimulated so many people that they can't really appreciate. Yeah, man, this is different.
Because I don't think we're supposed to be taking in that much information.
We're not.
I literally said this yesterday. We are consuming so much information, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And we are overwhelmed.
Girl, regulate your emotions.
We are
overwhelmed.
Like, imagine waking up in the morning and you think today's gonna be a great day, and then somebody blew up a building. And this volcano erupted, and 6 people were killed in a carjacking. Like, it's ridiculous.
Supposed to consume that much information.
Yeah,
we're not. That's why everybody got ADH and
they got all the A's,
and D's and Alphabet City. Like it's your brain is tired.
Yeah,
I know mine.
Absolutely, because in the midst of all those tragedy, then you laughing because then it's a scare after that.
Right.
So now you
because how was that funny?
Right. How was that
at this point?
Like what?
You're like,
right. Then it's a puppy. It's like, oh my God, you're like, what?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Now that's the real acting class right there.
That's crazy.
Pretending like you're happy when you're not.
Hello.
You just back and forth all day.
Girl, traumatizing yourself for hours at a time and don't even realize it.
Because you're bored.
Yeah.
So you need the overstimulation to incite something in you instead of just actually being creative in the first place.
Girl, you better preach. She better preach because we on social media.
I ain't nothing about you for you to be talking to me like
that.
Girl,
telling all your business in the street. And I know it's crazy to hear this from content creators,
right?
Because we on social media. So it sounds crazy for us to say it, but we get it though. Like
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We understand the effects of it. And that's why when a lot of y'all be in the comments like, want to be content creator? I'm like, are you sure?
Do you ain't got nothing else to do?
Right. It's nothing else you want to do.
Amazon is always hiring.
I'm telling you, okay? Target is in a deficit.
They need employees. They need marketers, advertisers. They need something. I don't know.
I'm not trying to be the Target hand.
Like the Walmart greeter.
No.
Girl.
Hey.
Girl.
Right. We're colored.
Right. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a job here. Go get a job here in cities. What is wrong with you? But this is so I love that we are having this conversation because there is a huge divide between, and no shade to either side, because you came up in a time where you had to be technical and there was stage presence and there was set etiquette. And now we are in a time where sometimes that don't matter. If the numbers look good, they gonna put you on the stage.
And that's it.
And embarrass you in the process.
Yeah, exactly. And embarrass you in the process.
Because we're not doing artist development. We're not doing PR training.
Girl, the PR training.
Just get on the internet and just go to
talking. Girl, the PR training. Because that girl,
do you have any idea how much training we had to do?
I can only imagine. But you're doing that now, though, don't you? You teach
I teach all of that. Because I saw that folks did not have,
and they need.
And I was like, hey,
you saw a need.
You might not want to do that if you want to come back.
Right. Okay? Absolutely.
So I wrote a book about it. It's called All That You Need to Know About Show Business. It's on Amazon right now.
Love that.
Plug yourself.
Okay, shameless.
Yes, and GS acting workshops where I teach one-on-one private lessons about that very thing. And like, hey, this is how you do some set etiquette to keep yourself coming back for other jobs. This is how you actually learn how to break down a script. Like it's half acting and half consulting to fill in that gap. And I'm using my friends, all other currently working actors, to give y'all the real.
Right. As you should. You're such a resource though. I think that might be your entry to social media. Because honestly, like if it's something, unfortunately, like now when you talk to people aren't asking for business cards and they're not trying to go to your website. They want to see
like,
Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
They want to see who you're on social media.
But that's what I tell my clients. Like your social media is now, Instagram is the new business card.
Right.
So if you want to look like an actor and actually, I need to see some credits. I need to see what you got. And if you ain't got it, you can fabricate it. You can at least attempt to make a scene.
Right.
Put a little movie up
there.
Make your own reel. But it's a point of reference. Like, hey, I'm on set. I'm working. Blah blah blah. Hey, I'm doing other plays and things. Hey, here's my new headshots. Casting directors are even casting off of social media.
It's crazy.
Y'all better listen to these gems.
Listen,
Y'all better listen to these gems.
Even to get an agent, they're like, "What's your numbers?"
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is so true, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
but it matters to people now, though. Visibility is
because
everything
we
now.
make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we moving in. You got to move with the time.
Now, everything's going to small screen, right?
Mhm.
Because ain't nothing really popping off right now on the big screen. Why a lot of the actors, myself, are moving to small screen. But because there is no way to get to that side or comprehensive wise, I don't know how to dip into your world. I gotta find a brand manager. Yes, with all of my credits and everything that I have no idea. Who? Huh? What?
Yeah.
How do I? What? You telling me that I can get a deal for X amount that I've been trying to? How do I?
Girl, you gotta pitch us. Let me
tell me, right
baby,
now.
the way we be pitching ourselves for stuff. So
And pitching.
I mean, so the thing with me is like, girl, your resume is extensive. Okay. You ain't got to go and beg nobody for a damn thing. Let's be very clear. But what you can do is show somebody your value, include your numbers. This is who I am and what I have done, and this is how I can help impact your organization, and this is what I'm asking you for. And it really is that simple. But there's there's a way to do it. But girl, people would love to slap your face and your name on their product, service, course,
I'm
whatever.
available for all shooting days.
She
My
said,
books are
I'm
open.
available
She said,
for all
I'm ready now.
days. Yes.
I'm ready now.
Yes, girl.
But
Have a
so
great
even
smile.
I know that's right. Period. Colgate called her immediately right after this interview. Colgate.
This is natural beauty.
Okay, yes. Go ahead and sell it. There we go.
No, because that's something that you gotta put that on the resume too. Because nowadays people are going to somebody else is making the beauty.
Girl,
And I'm not a hater.
I cannot.
I'm just saying these BBLs is killing y'all. Okay.
Yes. Them thighs
Never match.
Okay. Never match.
But even with all like your acting credits and stuff like that, like girl, you have done some of everything.
Yes.
What are you looking to do next? Like what's the goal?
I want to be behind the camera more. I want to collect those checks.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of projects, girl?
What we talking about?
Is there room for a quirky?
Because we don't mind being in front if you be behind. Okay.
Let's make this movie for you.
Yes.
Come on now.
This is what I'm talking about. I love this.
And then being around people that can help push the vision forward. That is something that's instrumental too.
And look at us, just did a pitch deck.
Here we
didn't
go.
even know.
Here we go.
This is
And
exactly
that is
what
how
we
you
do.
do it.
But this is also helpful because we're exchanging information.
Right.
I'm giving you guys my experience. You're giving me yours, and and it's all respected. Why aren't we doing that more?
Girl, because people want you to do good, but you can't do better than them.
Hello? And it's crabs in a bucket, unfortunately. It's crabs in a bucket. It's like oversaturated. You know what I mean? Everybody is like, you're going to take money out of my pocket. You're going to take, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because literally everybody has heard this saying.
Yeah.
Go down the bread aisle in the grocery store. It's so
many
many.
Oh my
you
God.
literally said this when we did the event. You mentioned this. Everybody's gonna eat their type of bread. There's room for everybody.
There's room.
There's room for everybody. There's room, but people cannot see it that way for some reason.
Well, those people are insecure and stupid. I'm sorry.
Like
Those people are. I'm sorry.
Is that okay?
I'm sorry.
No. She's
intrusive
right.
thoughts.
No, not intrusive. Accurate.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I love it.
The only reason I wouldn't want you to be good at what you're doing is if you make me feel small. I can't see another reason.
Okay. Oh Lord. Okay.
What's coming?
Talk about
what's
it.
coming.
So-
What's coming?
I watch a lot of documentaries, and Marla Gibbs and that generation, they used to all go to the same audition together.
I saw that.
They'd be like, "Hey, girl, did you know about this? Okay, what time I'm coming by to pick you up? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, did she didn't get the signs? It's okay. I'm gonna send them to her.
Yeah. Somebody gonna get it.
Somebody, one of us gonna get it.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be community, and people used to care, and we used to understand that we all had the same apex predator.
Right. Hello.
So we need to be working together to defeat the common enemy. You know what I mean?
real.
Like,
But that needs to happen more so now than ever because of the climate that we're in.
yeah.
And not just food resources and the black farmers and everything else. I mean, as content creators as well.
Yeah.
Well, girl, you definitely got us.
You definitely do. You definitely do.
Okay.
And we're gonna keep you here. Because
Okay.
we love
'Cause now
you
you're
here.
stuck.
Yes, you're
Hey,
stuck.
you know.
And we want you to join the rest of the show. Okay.
I'm feeling loose.
Yes, I'm feeling
Where are we
loose.
going?
Yes.
What are we
So,
doing?
Thank you so much for being here. This was a
Absolutely.
great interview.
This was a pleasure.
Check out my girl Giovonnie. She got books. Baby, book her now.
That
You
part.
hear me?
Book her and then buy her
Yes.
books.
Speaking, I'm. That's one of the things I'm working on. I'm doing more speaking engagements and just sharing my story more and how that transition of being the hard masculine Black woman and using your softness as a superpower instead of a weakness.
Now, girl, we really gonna.
Love that.
Okay,
We're going to have to
okay,
tap
we
in. We need
need you to come back for another
Yeah.
episode.
We're gonna
Girl,
touch
we
more
running
on that.
low on time,
Yeah.
but we need to get up in there.
Yes.
So now we're about to get into something that I like to call unlicensed professional. That is where we basically give advice and we have zero credentials or any type of experience whatsoever. But we got
PhD.
a little backup. We got some
Yeah,
backup.
we got
Okay,
some help.
we're not doing this by ourselves. In the building today with us is Givonnie Samuels.
Yes.
I'll be the managerial supervisor.
Okay.
For this one.
Graduated top of her class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hello. How you doing? How you doing?
So we have a story from a young lady who was 33 years old. I have a very interesting story. Am I being an a-hole for not letting my husband eat the dinner I made because he said it wasn't real cooking? 33, I have been married to my husband, who's 35, for 4 years. We've been together for 7. He's always been kind of weird about food, like won't eat leftovers, thinks slow cookers are lazy, says microwaves kill flavor, whatever. I learned to pick my battles. So last night, I made a big dinner using an air fryer and rice cooker, teriyaki salmon, crispy garlic broccoli, and jasmine rice. It actually slapped. That's what she said. I plate everything and call him down. He walks in the kitchen, sees the appliances out, and literally scoffs, like dramatic. He goes, "This isn't real cooking. You just push buttons." I blink at him. I was so taken off guard, I just went, "Excuse me?" He goes, "I'm just saying, my mom would never. She cooked every night from scratch, pots, pans, oven. You just dump things into machines."
You know what? I ain't gonna let you finish. Cause go to your mama house. Go to your mama. Wrap that up. Go to your mama house. If that's how you feel about my cooking, go to your mama house and make her cook for you. Make her cook because you don't want to eat leftovers. You don't want to eat food out the slow cooker. You don't want to eat food out the air fryer. I'm tired of being nice to these niggas. He once want to go to bed hungry. Okay? You know what? I gotta do another session of therapy this week. However, go to your mama house.
That's
That's
my
how I
question
feel.
is, can he cook?
That was gonna be mine.
Cause feed
Can he
yourself.
cook?
Feed yourself.
Because if you
If
can,
you got that much of an
exactly,
issue,
if
You got all this
can,
input and no
what?
effort.
you know, like all of
Okay.
that input and can't cook is
listen,
wild.
listen.
Audacity is on
Listen.
sale right now.
What do you do, sir?
What do
Okay.
you do?
What do you do?
And no, I don't think she petty. I honestly don't think he should ever eat
I was
again until he
trying
can
to-
feed himself.
You know what?
I think he should
Now
be
he
on.
gotta die?
He should be naked and afraid every day.
No.
Like every day. Like,
Naked
what?
and afraid is diabolical.
No, I'm here for
What?
it.
No, because people like that, it be the people with the least room to say something. They got the most to say.
The most to say
'Cause
about
you know
what
he
she
ain't cooked
cooked. And
nothing.
then they love to compare you to they. Girl, don't
They
make me fry his
raggedy
mama.
bald-headed
Girl, go his mama. Oh, she don't even got no fingers in there cooking.
Oh,
and you,
no.
you get on my
knuckle,
nerves.
knuckle flakes all in the
Girl,
food.
just nubs.
Just
Let me
eat
use
the
my strong head ass. I can't. Oh, child, don't make me fry that man mother out. I swear to God.
Oh, my God.
Giovonnie, what would you
I'm
like?
sorry.
I was gonna try and listen to the rest of the story, but I have questions. What does he do?
That wasn't included.
Okay.
Okay.
does
Strike
she
one.
work?
That wasn't included either. I'm
Obviously,
assuming
because
both
she
of them-
buying the groceries.
I'm
So
assuming.
Right.
I'm assuming everybody worked.
Okay, so
Just assuming.
okay. I don't think it's petty at all. You make your own meals, baby.
yeah.
Well, I didn't even get to finish what I was saying.
I'm
I-
sorry.
everybody
can't
I'm
without
sorry.
doing all
I
of
couldn't
that.
sit there and let
There ain't
that. I
nothing
couldn't let it
else to say.
ride.
What
But by
else
the way,
is-
she said exactly what you said. She
Oh,
threw
she
the
said
food
go to your
away,
mama's
go to your mama's house.
Yeah,
go to your mama's
house.
fair,
Agreed.
fairness, so.
Agreed. And,
No,
and you
that's-
know what? I'm questioning anybody who disagrees. Now, let's fight about that in the comments.
You're right.
Because how could you disagree?
Because what you
with
gonna do?
that?
Go make him another meal?
Now,
Hello?
here's the thing. How long they been married?
4
4 years?
together for 7.
Okay.
Oh, hell
So
no.
you knew how she cooked before you got married.
Mm-hmm.
You knew how she
With an
been
air fryer.
cooking since they've been married.
I use an air fryer every day.
Okay.
You just don't like her.
Okay.
Ooh,
Now that's the real conversation.
Really talk about
That's
it.
the real conversation.
You
Let's
just
really
you just
talk
don't
about
you
it.
you just want something to complain about.
And now you're gonna bully her to see if she can meet a standard that you, in your mind, you're gonna keep moving the goalposts every time anyway. So
He's
a
a
standard that
narcissist.
you can't
even meet.
like you don't cook.
You don't cook.
You don't even cook.
You don't do a tom ting.
like, but complain
yeah,
and
So-
talk about your mama.
baby, that
go-
food, he
go-
would have been wearing that food to bed.
Go ahead.
The way I
Go-
would have made
go
me the
on.
biggest plate and set up in that bed. Girl, I would have made that place set up and tore it, and I mean smacking.
Mhm.
And it would have been a mukbang.
I'm here.
I would have had a whole
I'm here for I'm
mukbang.
here.
Not a mukbang.
Girl.
No, I would have hit him with the you want some?
Mm-mm. I ain't gonna be
Christina.
no. Christina's gone.
Yeah.
I guess you need to go in the kitchen and make yourself something to eat.
Let's be for real. Girl,
Give it a
look.
slut. Fire her.
You'll be this big
Yeah.
telling me what you will and won't eat.
You don't want to eat.
You'll be
That's
this
okay.
big. Well, Giovonnie, thank you so much for coming and
Thank you.
kikiing with us.
Yes,
You
of
know, I always love
course.
seeing you, and I'm so glad that we had this conversation. Unfortunately,
Although we've come
where we come, friends.
to the end of the road.
You gotta do this because if you don't, don't do this part,
then it's not real.
Nobody
you got to
believes
hold
it.
your
Right.
ear.
Nobody
It's not
believes it.
real. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But guys, you always know we're going to be here every Thursday.
Mhm.
You can see the visuals on YouTube, or you can listen wherever you listen to your podcast. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload. Peace.
bye.
Bye.